Hey guys, it's Matt Wenning at WenningStrength.com, and today we're going to talk about strength training for women. I know most of you guys on the YouTube channel, most of you guys are males, which is totally fine. We have a lot of female clients at the gym, and we have a handful of female firefighters in my different organizations that I train. So I think, and I only feel it's respective to make sure that they get their due share of diligence in my videos. And I want to tell you some thought processes on how to train if you're a woman. Well, one, I think that training as a woman for strength is actually more important than men. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of osteoporosis. So a lot of us are sold on, calcium pills and all of these anti-aging things for women, when in all reality, if women just resistance trained a little bit more, we probably would have 3/4 to 80% less of these problems. But the problem is most people, weight training's for men, blah, blah, blah. And that's changing a little bit with CrossFit, which I give them some props for that. But in reality, strength training for women is still not called on as much as it should. So if you're trying to avoid osteoporosis and anti-aging, strength training is going to be a better benefit for you than cardio or doing nothing at all. The next thing that I think you need to focus on for women is their hips are wider, meaning that their femurs are more bowed. They're more likely for ACL and knee issues and hip issues. This makes it very important that not only squat technique is good, but also that the right buildup is there. A lot of times I will also have them either show me x-rays or go get x-rays of their hips and their femurs while they're laying down to see if something's off and or we already have some degenerative issues. Remember that females, as they mature, their hips get wider for birth, but that also kinks in their femurs, which causes a lot of issues. So if the head of that femur is not perfect, that can cause problems. So make sure, even if it's not coming to WenningStrength.com, you go see a professional and make sure that it's safe to do some of these exercises. The next big thing that I think we all need to worry about, especially strength training for women, is women tend to be a lot more addicted to carbs than men. What I have found is that helping women with diet, you cannot pull their carbs down as low as you can males without having some adverse effects, not only on their appetite, but also their health. For most females, you can't get much below 16, 18% body fat. And you could start having issues with not only your menstrual cycle, but other health parameters, whereas males can get down into the single digits and the low double digits, 10, 12%, and still be totally healthy. So there's a lot of differences that men and women have in training. The next thing is that women oftentimes have poor posture, not all the time, but sometimes due to breasts. And with the extra chest weight, you'll start to notice that the neck and the shoulders tend to be more rounded. I feel that this happens most of the time during adolescence when women start to mature and they're trying to hide, instead of not say be proud, but they're trying to hide their chest in say 4th, 5th, 6th grade as they're maturing, because it's awkward if you're the first person in class to start to develop faster. So what I found is that women that are first starting to strength training, their posture is not good. What does this mean? Well, this means that going straight into bench pressing, if the posture is bad, and a lot of frontal work and things that you see in the mirror, can be a huge issue for females, and you need to make sure that the posterior side of the body is the main focus for at least the first 4 to 6 months before you start heading into the anterior side. And it's not necessarily that you can't train those particular muscles, it's just the fact that they shouldn't be your focus. But if you go to an average gym, say like a Lifetime or another key gym, what you're gonna find is that women tend to do everything that they see in the mirror and they don't focus on the things on the back side. So I'm hoping that this video reaches some of you to not make that mistake. The next thing is if you want your arms to look really good, and that's a big issue for females in sleeveless shirts and all these other things and dresses. What you need to remember is that your tricep is 60-70% of your arm mass and your particular structure. So if you get your tricep in really, really good shape, it's going to make your arm look 10 times better than trying to focus on bicep training alone. The other thing that helps with as well is that once you start to learn to bench press, you're going to be a little bit more arm dominant and save your shoulder. So I hope some of these tips really help you guys to make the right decisions. If you need more help, go on to wenningstrength.com, check out online coaching, and look at some of our manuals where we balance the front to back side of the body to make sure that you're getting optimal training with the least amount of mileage. And I truly feel that a lot of these manuals are really, really good for females if the structure is right and the coaching is correct. Talk to you guys soon.